Right now, police in Monroe are looking for the person who shot and killed a 25-year-old woman. Desha Franklin is the fourth person to be murdered in Monroe this year. And for perspective, last year Monroe had 2 homicides. In all of last year, police say 3 of the shootings this year happened in the last 3 weeks. And WCNC Charlotte's Indira Eskieva met a group who says they might know what needs to be done to stop this violent trend.
In almost all of those cases, both the victims and the people charged in the crimes were under the age of 25. In one case, the victim was only 13 years old. There's a man in the Monroe community who says these young people need to know there's a different way to live. 42-year-old Michael Rushing grew up on the streets of Monroe. By the age of 30, he did 3 stints in prison before deciding he was turning his life around.
I don't want my son having to go to prison 3 times to realize that this ain't the life that we should be living.
Rushing partnered with Selena Campbell to help his sons and other young men. Together, they started Communiversity of Monroe, an organization offering workshops, classes, and mentorships to young people.
If we can reach the youth, we can then reach the parents and continue to have that engagement. But the goal is to be proactive and not reactive.
Campbell and Rushing had their first Stop the Violence march in April, followed by another one in May. It's discouraging for them to see violence spike in the past month in Monroe. The city of Monroe says it's had a deadly shooting every week for the past 3 weeks.
Folks are seeing these things happen. Folks are knowing that these things are happening in their front yards, in their backyards, and we're not getting the cooperation to bring justice to these victims that we need to.
Both activists and city leaders agree this isn't a problem that can be solved by one person or one group. It'll take the people of Monroe working together.
It can be done. We just need people that's driven like us, that love our people like us, that want to see it stop like us.
The city of Monroe will discuss some of these problems at its next Public Safety Committee meeting on Monday. Now, meanwhile, the community is planning a vigil for Desha Franklin tonight here in Monroe to remember her life. In Monroe, Indira Eskieva, WCNC Charlotte.